o'clock on February 25th, 2026. And we have a quorum. That's it, right? Is that right?
That's right.
it? Yeah, and then number one, regular items. Regular items.
Oh, wait, ask for public comment?
Oh, yeah. Do we have any public comment?
No, sir.
Straight for baseball practice.
Okay, regular items number one, consider approval of the December 9th, 2025 Economic Development Corporation meeting minutes. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor? Yeah.
Thank you.
Motion passes.
Motion passes.
Item number two, discuss state-compliant incentive programs for commercial projects.
Right, well, good evening, EDC Board. This evening, we're going to go over the council's direction from the January council retreat. While we did discuss incentives for commercial properties outside of the small area plan in our last meeting, the council's direction is to look at, their primary focus is to look at the undeveloped land that we have available in the small area plan. So that is their primary focus for incentives. What that means is that, you know, we're working with Catalyst Commercial on the small area plan. They are doing some advisory services for us. And what they will be doing is promoting our small area, our vacant lots to developers. What they're going to be doing is giving us an executive report every month on what who they've reached out to, and then they will also provide if they have any prospective developer that are interested in the property. So with that, every month that we meet, we will do an executive session so I can provide that information to you. All of this is confidential. The information that is spoken about in the executive session, you cannot speak about outside of executive session. We will, if there is a motion to approve something outside of the executive session, we will come back out and we will go through those motions. But as of right now, that is the primary focus. The incentive dollars that we have in our fund, those can be utilized if we do any agreements. Remember, we went over incentive agreements. What we can do is provide a plethora of incentives through 380 agreements, land acquisition. We could also look at providing them other sales tax incentives, all those incentives. So what we will do is from here on out, every month I will provide that executive report for y'all, and then we will go from there. You will ultimately have a decision to make. If we do have developers, you will be the first contact for Catalyst to review those documents and go through the process of either approving them for council or for rejecting them and sending them back. So that will be what we do with the incentives going forward. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I got one. So what all incentives are on the board that has been talked about so far? Or that's basically going to be us
It's
for
going
us
to be
to
you.
decide? Okay.
Yes, it'll be any incentives that you decide,
Like
as long
land
as we have
subordination's on the table?
everything that you can think of, if it's available to us.
Okay.
Yes. And that will be part of the package that we deliver to that developer. That will be what we discuss in the executive session. Similar to what we did if you were part of it a couple years ago when we had some, okay. Yeah, so is that okay with everyone? We're good on that?
Yeah.
After those primary objectives are fulfilled, we will then look at the existing vacant properties as well as the existing business. So with the existing businesses, we're looking at town center. Some of those businesses leave and they have a vacant spot. So that would be what we would be looking at for incentives, is to kind of help bring businesses to those vacant spots. But that will be after we discuss our primaries.
Do we have a number or percentage of what the vacant
buildings are vacant storefronts?
I don't have that off the top of my head, but I can provide that in an email later, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
just like to get a feel for
Yeah.
what percentage is vacant. And anything that we do or that we propose to do,
Mm-hmm.
does that have to work through Catalyst? Or can it work through, another realtor that's looking to fill those vacancies?
So are you talking about the vacant lots?
Vacant
On the small-
buildings,
Oh, the
actually.
vacant buildings.
Yeah,
So no, that is going to be EDC. That'll just be the EDC doing that. Existing vacant properties or buildings, that's what, we have a lot of open spaces in our development, and so that would be just helping with them. And then existing businesses currently operating, that's like our Thrive
Right.
program. So those are the other two.
so Catalyst will only be involved in the small area plan?
Correct.
Good,
Yes.
okay, good.
Yeah, they're helping with the small pieces of land that we have available.
Not that small. They're pretty big.
5 acres and a little over 2, so yes, they are large.
Good,
Okay,
thank you.
any other questions? Okay, awesome.
Are we on to number 3?
On to number 3.
On to number 3. Excuse me. Discuss the Thrive Business Grant Program.
Okay, all right, it's that time of year again. Like we did last year, I'm going to bring it out again to the EDC to see if we want to do a cycle 3 of the Thrive Business Program. So currently, we had the $300,000 that was provided for this program. In cycle 1, what was reimbursed is $76,521.21. And then cycle 2, what is approved is the $25,775.05. So remaining balance of almost $200,000 is still left in the Thrive program. Now, we do have a sunset date on this Thrive program. It was provided to us by council when this program was approved, and that sunset date is fiscal year 2028. So with that, I wanted to see if you are okay with going through another cycle, or if you'd like to hold off on it and work on the other program that we're doing with the incentives. It's up to you. I want to provide that information to you, but if you decide that you would like to, this would probably be the same time frame that we would be looking at from last year to this year. So we would start in April, we'd have deadlines in June, and then you would see some type of approval in June.
Can you remind me what the sort of interest level was on the last one? I mean, do we know how many applied?
So,
Off the top of your head.
sure,
It was like 6 applied, and I think we only granted 2.
yes.
Okay.
We had 6 apply, 2 were approved. The majority of those were what you called operational cost. And you decided that that was not part of the Thrive program. You wanted something a little bit more, with more meat on it instead of something that's operational cost. We did reach out the same that we did the first time. And I also went out and did door-to-door for the Thrive. So they were aware of the Thrive program for the remaining time of the application. So I don't know if you would like to do this again. If you do, would y'all be willing to go back out with me through and talk with the businesses again and give them one more opportunity? We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commercial areas. One of those being over by the golf course, which is a medical building. We can't forget about them.
Oh, True Medicine?
And so with that, it would just be the 6 commercial areas. We can hit 1, maybe before the application opens. Every week we could hit 1 or twice a week. It's up to y'all. But I would like us to do a little bit more outreach if we want a lot of applications.
Cycle 1 had how many applications?
Cycle 1 had, I believe, 10.
Yeah,
We approved 7. One of those, they did not provide a performance agreement, so we did not do anything with that. Another one went out of, they sold their business, and that's a part of our application, is that we will not approve a reimbursement if you sell within that time. And then 5 were completed.
so that was cycle 1. Cycle 2, you just mentioned.
We have
a few
2.
minutes ago, 2, because of the operational
Correct,
limitation that we put on it.
yes.
I make a motion. Do I have to make a motion
Nope,
for this?
we're just discussing.
I was already.
Okay, let me,
You can provide direction.
Yes,
I personally, I like the program and
Okay.
because we're not just granting all of this money to everybody. We're very particular about it. So if businesses really do need help, that's up to us to shuffle through, but taking care of the ones who actually could improve the look and, up to us, of course, but who could improve the look and, attractiveness to the town, I think it's a great program. But like I said, but the trend right now is obviously 76 to 25. So if we can get a few more applicants in there to actually do something that would help, rather than, I need some new papers,
right.
right? Or my roof is off-colored, so.
And if you approve, then I can do an infographic that gives a little bit more detail than what we did prior to, so that they know what we're looking for. Because I don't want to have them apply again, and then we're like, no, it's operational, we don't want, that's not what we're looking for. So we can provide better information this time to see if we get a little bit more substantial.
Yeah, kind of like a standards of reimbursement type thing. Cool,
Yeah.
what your expectations are. I like that.
Right,
Well, even showing if the other businesses allow, like, this was their project, this is what they got approved for, and, because we talked about putting a sticker up in their window saying, Thrive Business Grant, and like showcasing this is what your money can do, or we can help you with.
right.
the only thing that we need to discuss, I think in both cycles, we had same businesses, 2 of the same businesses apply.
Second time, yeah.
Right.
And I think we need to discuss that, because if the same businesses are applying,
For the same thing.
yeah, I don't know if
For
that's.
something different.
Yeah,
I don't think we should punish them just because,
No.
because they have to pay they have to pay part of it too.
yeah.
Sure,
So they might not have the funds to pay for it all. Hey, I'll take care of it, next one.
but if you look at the trend, we might just have the same businesses applying.
Well, and
Still, it's to take care of those businesses in our town.
I'd be curious to know, what's the turnover rate of the businesses from first cycle to second cycle? Are we going out and asking the exact same people? Are we adding maybe 3 new businesses? Or are we adding 20? I mean, I don't know what the turnover rate is. I can't imagine it's all that steep, but, I mean, if we're going to the same people and they still don't want it, we'll go to the same people that still want it, and we're providing some kind of aesthetic or improvement.
My 50,000-foot view of it is that some people got the program, that like they got what it was meant to do, and they took advantage of it, which is great because it increased their business. I don't know if everybody out there understood it.
Right.
That's my guess.
So I agree with helping you. If you were the sole outreach, then I think we can help.
Okay.
I'm surprised that there wasn't a request before this for cycle 1 and cycle 2, because I would have gone out with you.
Well, the first cycle, we had Brandon and Jill, our communications director and our town manager, and myself go out, and we did the outreach for that first one. That's why we got the 10 applicants. The second one, we did reach out to those same commercial areas, but we did the first cycle. We didn't reach all of the commercial areas, and so I went out and I did the second look, and that was just the ones off of Bobcat. So, yeah, it would be great if we want to continue this, to have more coordination and outreach together, and then we can discuss it, and then we can do one commercial property at a time. So we're not doing it all at the same time, and we can interact with them along.
It's hard to get the owners too, It's,
Yeah.
if
Well,
it's just-
I have their emails and stuff, so
Oh, good.
I'm more than happy to share that with you if you'd like to do some outreach with
Now,
them.
there's a, I think you should own the schedule,
Okay.
right? Because if we all go out, you know, on our own, I don't think that you may get the same businesses called on by three of us. And
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe, hate to do that.
Yeah,
too, but-
no. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that, yes, we are good with going with cycle 3. I will create kind of a calendar of times when we can go out and do some outreach for the commercial properties. I'll revamp the infographic as well as the website to include more information and some look at what we've done type of things. And then we'll get the new calendar on the website and go from there. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
That's good.
Right.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
All right.
I think that covers it for today. So it is 6:16 PM, and this meeting is adjourned.
Awesome.
Perfect.